Hello YouTubers, this is cessnaace back again with another video. You've no doubt deduced from the title of this video that I've made the rather difficult decision to, in essence, reboot the series that I was doing showing my comic book collection. I took a number of factors into consideration when making this decision. One traces back to me. Early on, I made the decision to show 15 comics per video, which may not sound like a bad idea, except what it meant was that I was having to record and upload 3 and sometimes 4 videos a day, which also meant my gaming videos were being drowned out by comic book videos. Now, I assume that's what's been happening because checking the analytics for my channel, which I've done a couple of times over the past couple of weeks, I've noticed a trend. One, the viewership averages per video have been going down, and I've lost roughly 10 subscribers since I started showing my comic book collection. So I've decided to do things a little differently. Instead of showing 15 comics per video, I'll show 30. And instead of uploading multiple videos per day, I will only be uploading 1. Now, on days when I can do a video game related video, I won't upload a comic book collection video. And then, once I've done that video, I can go back to showing my comic book collection. Then when I have another video game video that I can do, I can go back to the comic book collection. Now, you might be wondering why I'm holding this in my hands. Well, first of all, I picked these up at Books A Million in the dollar section quite some time ago. There have been numerous Anne Rice novels which have been adapted into comic book form as limited or mini series. Interview with the Vampire is one of them. In fact, this is one that is the most complete in my collection, but I'm still missing 2 issues. So I just went onto eBay tonight, and I ordered the 2 that I'm missing. And I also ordered the 3 or 4 that I'm missing from another series, and then I ordered a lot for a different series that I'm missing several issues of. And then once I get to the point where I'm caught up on those, I can get others, because I noticed on eBay and going through this price guide that there are several that I have no issues for. And this is an old price guide. This is almost 5 years old. So yes, I need a new price guide. But I am continuing to order and receive new comics from Things from Another World. In fact, this came in the last package. Wasn't the only thing that I got. This is issue 1 of volume 5. Yes, Dynamite alone has published 5 volumes of Vampirella, with numerous issues for each one, plus miniseries and crossover series and what have you. Anyway, once I have enough of the new comics to show in a video, I'll do that. In the meantime, my supporters at Patreon, linked down below, get to see everything as it comes in, and I tell them when I order things as well. For example, they know which games I ordered the other day. Alright, the comics that I show in this video you've no doubt seen already. if you've watched the previous videos but humor me. Okay, that's throwing off the white balance on this camera. I have to have perfectly white, acid-free, archival safe backing boards, which is a problem I kept running into with the comics that I would get at Books A Million in the dollar section. Generally, the boards were not archival safe, and I knew this because they had started to turn colors like brown and yellow and different spotty colors. It's not how a backing board is supposed to look. Although they have transparent boards now, if you get one that is not, it should be white. If it's not, if it's brown or it's yellow, it's going bad. And you want to get that comic in a bag and with a board that aren't going bad. Okay, first up, from Image, First Man. Now I need to open this one up because you might think, at looking at that she's nude, or mostly nude, at the very least topless, but she's not. Close, but no cigar. This is issue 1. Now if you go to the indices, they spell it out. F-I-R-S-T, First Man, but I filed it as it is on the cover. I really don't know. I do believe Image has gone out of business. Why they went out of business? Because they seem to be doing everything right. They were a quality publisher, independent publisher. But then just when I get hooked on a publisher, they go away. Maybe I'm bad luck that way. I don't know. Okay, this is issue 22 of 52. It says week 22. Basically translates as issue 22. This is issue 50. Now, as I mentioned before, this was America's introduction, unless you bought the imported 2000 AD weekly, I think it is, or was, from England, then this is what you got, or how you were first exposed to Judge Dredd. Equal Comics was in fact a British publisher. I don't know if they're still around or not. Issue 1 in a 6-issue mega series. You know, because Judge Dredd takes place in Mega City 1. Showed this before, but I'll show it again. Such a handsome guy. Now obviously that series came out before this one did, so this particular title wouldn't be the first introduction an American would have had to Judge Dredd if they hadn't seen 2000 AD weekly, but this publisher and their American releases would have been. Everything in the indices section indicates a London address, although it does say printed in USA. Actually, what it says is printed in the United States of America. This is issue 3, and you'll notice that it says featuring Judge Dredd and Strontium Dog. I know with the Quality run, Strontium Dog got his own series. I don't know about the Eagles. And this is the final issue of this series, issue 6. Now we progress to 2000 AD Presents Harry 20. This is on the Quality Comics imprint, same company. This is number 8, except now it was being printed in Spain. I've mentioned this before, but I do have a set of Dan Dare die-cast Corgi vans, delivery vans, delivering issues, I believe, of Eagle Comics. Rogue Trooper, that's a series I remember. Okay, I do need to get issue 1 of this next series from Marvel, because I want to see if it at least adhered to the actual film. This is 2001 A Space Odyssey, issue 2. I won't be opening every issue. I don't remember her in the film. Now, it can't be a different film because it says based on concepts. That's how they get out of it. Based on concepts from the MGM Stanley Kubrick production. Okay, issue 3. Issue 4. Issue 5. Issue 6. Issue 7. Issue 8. Issue 9. And issue 10. Next up, 2099 Unlimited, featuring the Hulk 2099. This is issue 5. Okay, going back in time to when comics were 15 cents. The furthest back my collection goes are comics with a cover price of 12 cents. Anyway, this is an issue of Action Comics, issue 399. Issue 459. So missing 60 issues. Just that one jump. That was 459. This is issue 461. Now these that I'm showing you, I got from a used comic book shop. He used to sell new comics, but he quit selling them anyway. These were in the 25-cent bin. This is issue 462. I periodically go through my collection. Lately it's been every few years, but make sure the boards are still white. This is issue 555. Alright, as I also mentioned in the past, DC experimented with publishing Action Comics on a weekly basis. Didn't last long. This is issue 666. So naturally they gave the title a change to Action Comics Weekly. Yes, there was a time when DC Comics was increasing the number of titles they were putting out and issues. Nowadays, they are contracting, shrinking. Issue 625. And the sticker is on the bag. It's not on the comic. On the back there's an ad for a game from TSR, which is one of the comic imprints I have comics for, the TSR Comic module. Apparently they released comics in conjunction with the games they were releasing. This game is Buck Rogers' Battle for the 25th Century game. Back when I was in college, I bought a board game which I wish I'd held on to. A board game called Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And to be honest with you, I don't even recall how it was played. Alright, they've dropped the weekly. This is issue 645. $673. $674. These that we're into now, in fact, by the time we hit the ones that were Action Comics Weekly, are comics that I picked up new at a comic shop. Issue 675. Issue 707. And finally, issue 708 for this video anyway. Is it me? Or does she have this look on her face that either she is not happy or she's constipated or something? And as I mentioned the first time I showed this comic, I have Rise of the Robots for some system. I couldn't remember which. I'm fairly certain that it's the 3DO. Could be mistaken, but that's what I think. I currently can't get to my 3DO games. My 3DO died. As I have a model that was made by Gold Star, and it used 3 motors. One to spin the disc, one to open the tray, and one to raise a spindle in the middle. That went into the center hole for the CD. That motor that caused that to go up, the little spindle thing, is what broke. And when it stopped working, it was stuck in the up position. Anyway, if you would, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button, and of course a like would also be appreciated. And if you're wanting to be able to get in touch with me, I still don't have a P.O. Box number due to certain recent events. However, I have given my Patreon supporters my mailing address. It only takes $1 a month. So, I need to shout out somebody. Well, I'll shout out Mark McElligott and Graham, because they are 2 of my Patreon supporters who have stated that they really appreciate seeing my comic book collection. So, Until next time, stay awesome.